listening to Inland Empire Real Sense Radio on News Talk 590 KTIE. Now, live in studio, your host, local real estate expert, John Rigler.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Real Sense Radio. This is the most important hour of radio every Saturday on Talk Radio, KTIE 590. Thanks for joining me. Today is December 4th, 2010. I can't believe I just said it's December 4th, 2010. This year is almost completely in the books already. Anyway, our goals for this show are to keep everything current with real information. We want to build the Inland Empire credit and housing markets one home at a time. We want to help you learn things that they don't want you to know. You say, who are they? The big banks, the media, the big government. We want to enhance your lifestyle. We'll let the rest of the media sell negativity. We're in here to have fun and celebrate life in the Inland Empire. We need to focus on the solutions, not the problems. I'm really excited that you joined in, and I hope you stay with us for the whole hour. We have a great program lined up for you. We have Bob Irish in studio with us, and he has two very, very successful offices here in the Inland Empire. Bob, welcome to the Real Sense Radio.
Thank you, John. Appreciate you asking me to come on.
Oh, we're excited you're here. I know you have a lot of information for us, and we're looking forward to getting to it. Like I said, Bob has two very successful offices in the Inland Empire. One is the Short Sale Gallery, and one is Lake Hills Realty. He has a great deal of experience to share with us. From what I gathered from our conversations, he started in the real estate industry with his family when he was a young lad. And so he has a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, and a lot of history. We're looking forward to sharing that. And hopefully you'll all walk away with something additional that you can go out there and live with. So everybody, welcome Bob into the family. Now I need to do my normal housekeeping. My name is John Rigler, and my NMLS number is 170958. I'm the branch manager for Broadview Mortgage Norco. Broadview Mortgage Norco is licensed by the California Department of Corporations under the Residential Mortgage Lending Act, number 813B545. I want to remind you that if any time after this show is over, because we're going to have a lot of information to offer up, any information that we give you that you are very interested in, but you miss part of it, please call me on my off-air number, and that's 1-800-658-8183, extension 24. Again, that's 1-800-658-8183, extension 24. I will personally assist you. I'm not going to turn you over to a junior loan officer or anybody like that. You'll either get my voicemail, you'll get me, or you'll get one of my staff. Any way, I want to talk to you personally. Anything that we talk about today is very important to me, and I know it's really important to you. As you're aware, real estate radio is not only designed to educate, but to entertain the Inland Empire. And our message is carried nationwide by lending professionals such as myself in over 45 cities. We're very proud of this, and we look forward to sharing the information as we get it with you. Last week we talked a little bit about the NFL season. I mentioned how some of the great teams were really taking it on the chin lately. A great example was over the weekend we saw San Diego versus the Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis had a lot of guys on the disabled list, and the announcers kept bringing that up. But so did San Diego. And San Diego took Indianapolis to the mat. I don't think I can remember seeing Indianapolis get bounced that bad in a long time. Another great part of the weekend was a local lad, Toby Gerhardt, who went to high school in Norco. And while he was at Norco High, he set the California state rushing record. He went on to Stanford, graduated from Stanford, and he is picked up by the Minnesota Vikings. Well, he's been out on the disabled list, and Adrian Peterson, during the game over the weekend, injured his ankle, so they called on Toby, and he got his first touchdown in NFL, which is absolutely amazing. Congratulations, Toby. I have a picture at home of you with my grandson, and I look forward to some great things from you. Bob, I know that you enjoy your activities out and about. In our conversations, I know you love going to the river and you love taking your family.
Absolutely.
How big of a family do you have?
I have 3 kids, actually. My oldest one's 22, and he actually played last year high school football against Toby Gerhardt, and I think they won 56-3 or something. So Toby took my kids' football team to the mat a few years back. That was my first introduction to Toby, actually, when he was in Norco. And but I do have 3 kids, and my wife. We go to Havasu once a month, probably from April through September. And it's a little cold to go out now, but we do really enjoy Havasu.
Ski or just lay around, or what do you like to do when you go out there?
Ski, inner tube, and just relax, get away from the office.
Well, I hear that. You were also talking about riding motorcycles and your affliction for motorcycles.
Yeah.
What kind of bikes do you like to ride?
I've got 5 bikes in my garage.
Whoa.
So 3 dirt bikes, 1 for me and each of the 2 boys. And YZs, go out there in the desert and tear it up a little bit. But I have a couple of street bikes too, 1 Victory, 1 Star, and me and my boys, head out on Saturday or Sunday for a nice ride through the countryside.
That's super. We look at the weather this week that we've been having, and it's almost like living in Indianapolis. And it was just a few weeks ago we were talking about the temperatures here in Southern California in November being in the 90s, and now we're down in the 30s. How does that affect you and your ability to ride?
I'm not riding this week. I'm going to have to take a couple weeks off, I think, to wait till it warms up a little bit.
I hear that. Last week we had Thanksgiving. We see a lot of articles in the newspaper. We see a lot of items on the news, on the TV, and just stories abounding around about how people helped other people. And we all need to keep in mind that, going through these times that we're having right now, you have to keep your brothers and sisters out there in your mind. If you see somebody that's having a hard time, please reach out a hand. Not just through the holidays. We're constantly reminded through the holidays, but all the way through 2011. Everybody is just struggling a little bit much, and just let's all try to help each other get through this. And a special happy Hanukkah to all our Jewish friends out there. It's a great time of year. It's a great holiday for you, and we wish you the best and happy holidays. As you're aware, real estate radio is not only designed to educate, but to entertain the Inland Empire. The best place to start is a real story of how we've helped somebody in our real estate or credit marketplace. And last week after the show, I had a great call from a lady up in Victorville. She currently has a loan that's one of those interest-only loans, and it's due to reset next year. And she was really excited about the thought of possibly doing a refinance and lowering her payment and extending, taking care of her position with the current attractive rates, which are in the 4s. After a great deal of discussion, I explained to her that most of the people that I'm talking to right now are going from the interest-only loans to a 30-year fixed because the rates are so low, and a lot of times you can make that transition without raising your payments at all. And that wasn't her goal. That wasn't her objective. We had a great deal of discussion on it. And her husband is in his second bout with cancer. And her considerations were only dropping the payment a little bit. And she only wanted to drop her payment for about $250 was her goal. And give herself and her husband some more money to live on and give them the stability knowing that the new interest-only loan was going to go out 7 years. And so with that base, I took all the numbers that she gave me, and I was well over a $300 savings for her, and that was with us absorbing a majority of the closing costs. And she was so ecstatic, and just to talk to people like that, like I say on every show, everybody's circumstances are different, and you have to go to the professionals. You have to go to the professionals, and you have to share what you're going through and what your needs are and what your specific goals are. And then we can kind of crunch the numbers down, whether it's somebody to help you do a refinance, purchase a home, whether it's somebody in credit repair, whether it's a bankruptcy attorney, whether it's Bob Irish for buying or selling real estate. If you have a problem making your mortgage payments, you have to deal with the professionals that are available to you. You cannot go to bed at night and lose sleep over not knowing what the answers and what your options are. You cannot do that. I need you to remember that you need to call me, and every week I say it over and over and over. You need to call me, and my off-air number is 1-800-658-8183, 1-800-658-8183, extension 24. I always talk about surrounding myself with the best of the best, and Bob Irish falls into that category. I have a great relationship with a lot of realtors, and I deal with these realtors on a regular basis. These realtors pride themselves in their desire to help people find the perfect home. Bob Irish takes it to a different level, and his main concern is not the almighty dollar. Now, we're going to take a short break here, but I want to make sure that you stay with us because Bob has a lot of experience, a lot of information that he can gather from you, and a lot of information that he can give to you to help you go through these times, whether you're buying, selling, if you're having problems. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly.